My boobs are just like the bane of my life. I want to chop them off. Hey everyone, we are officially moved into our new house and everything is kind of all over the place, but I thought I'd sit down and do a bump update because I missed last week's. So we've got about 2 weeks to catch up on, so I thought I'd sit down and have a little chat with you guys. My hair is an absolute mess because I just can't be bothered to do it anymore. I just turned 19 weeks, so I'm going to talk about my 17th and my 18th week of pregnancy and tell you about all of my symptoms and my crazy mood swings, which there has been a lot of, and things I've bought because I finally started buying things, which is really, really exciting. And of course I'll show you the bump at the end of the video as well. So let's get straight into the video and hopefully you like it. If you do, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, let's get started. I got heartburn so bad. Every time I eat, I feel like I could just burp acid. I have got some serious cravings that need to be sorted out. All I want in life is sweets. Like I'm just craving everything sugary. I could go into a sweet shop, buy everything, and still want more sugar. Every single night for the past week and a half, I've been saying how I'm desperate for a Tango Ice Blast, which is super random. If you don't live in England, you might not know what they are, but they're like when you go to the cinema and it's like the crushed ice, and they're just so delicious. My mouth is like drooling thinking of it, but all I want is just sugary goodness, and all we have in the house is like fruit and veg, and it's really a big struggle. I've tried to like combat it, if that's the right word, by having loads of fruit, but it just doesn't do it. It's like my brain's like, I know what you're trying to do and this sucks. But I've not caved and I've not had too much because I'm trying to be healthy and eat healthy things for the baby, but oh my lord, I just want Ice Blast. Like, you know when they mix it and there's the blue one and the red one. I'm gonna get my notes up so I can tell you what's been going on because I have the memory of a goldfish and I don't remember. When I turned 17 weeks, I think, I posted a bump picture on Instagram and did a little update and was like, my app says that I could feel movements from now on, but I haven't felt anything yet. And then I posted the picture and then about half an hour later I felt so many like teeny little bubbles in my left hand side, and everybody's told me that's what a baby feels like at first. So I was freaking out, I started crying, I just like got so excited that I could feel the baby and it just felt so real. But I haven't felt her since. She's such a tease. She gave me a little like, oh, here I am, and then she just buggered off and I haven't felt her. Saying that though, when we went to our gender scan, the lady doing the, what's it called? The scanning, I can't remember the right word, she told me that my placenta is right in front of the baby, so she said I won't feel anything for a little while longer because like any movement is just being blocked by the placenta. I'm getting offended at everything. Like somebody could tell me I've got an eyelash here and I'd want to burst into tears. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. I cannot wait to not be so sensitive. I feel like I could just cry every time somebody makes a joke. It's so weird. I'm just overly sensitive, that's what it is. Like I'm getting sensitive about everything. The other day I was sat on our bed and I realised that when me and David get married, our daughter is going to be there and she'll be really freaking cute in like a little cute dress, and I just start crying. Like, it's so bizarre. My boobs are just like the bane of my life. I want to chop them off. They're winding me up so much. It's like having two like annoying siblings that just are constantly annoying you and getting in your way and like, oh, they're so annoying. A lot of people don't know this, but before I got pregnant I hated my boobs anyway because they were a double D, which doesn't seem that big to some people I know, but because I'm 5'1", to have double D boobs, they're quite like there, and I've always just struggled with my boobs. I just don't like them, so I'd always hide them. So when I got pregnant and my boobs started to grow more, I just automatically knew right away that that was going to be something that I was probably going to struggle with. I'm not fussed about my body changing, I'm not fussed about putting on weight or my bump getting bigger. I really am not fussed about that stuff because I know it'll go back to normal. But I think because I already had a massive dislike for my boobs, I was just so praying they wouldn't get bigger, which is ridiculous because obviously they will. And they have just not stopped. They're just like, they're really going for it. In my last bump update, I talked about how I was getting like nerve pains on my right leg, and they have continued. They kind of went away for a little while, and then they came back quite strong. And my whole my bones on my right side, I don't know why it's on my right side, but my bones on my right side are very achy. I'm not sure if that's because, I don't know, I guess that just things are moving around. But like my hip bones, my knees, my bum, like my bum is constantly sore. And it feels like they kind of like seize up at some points. Like they're fine in the day, and then by the evening time, my back and my bones on my right leg, on my right hand side, are just so stiff. I feel like an 80-year-old grandma. I'm going to show you some stuff that I've bought because I haven't bought anything until this point. This first thing is too cute. It's this little, it's a little bear onesie, and I got it a bit bigger than baby will be when she first pops out. But when I have the baby, it will be January and it will be absolutely freezing, and I thought this cute little onesie would be adorable for when we give her a bath and we just want to wrap her up and keep her warm. David the other day just carried it up the stairs like this. We've definitely lost our minds. She's gonna grow out of it super quick, but I just thought I'd get it for the Instagram, you know, because look at these cute little ears. That's the first clothing purchase. And then I also, this one might be a bit gross to some of you, but I also got a boob pump. So that's pretty exciting. This is from Medela, and they were actually really kind, and they sent me a breast pump. Never thought I'd say that on a video before. But they sent me a boob pump because I really want to try my best at breastfeeding. Who knows what will happen? I might not be able to do it, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest to breastfeed for as long as possible. So they were kind enough to send me this so that I can express milk and David can help me with night feeds and stuff, because if I breastfeed, then obviously he can't do any night feeds because he doesn't have any boobies that have milk in them. I thought that would be perfect. And they also sent a bunch of other stuff which I'm not completely sure how it all works yet, so I need to have a read and like turn into a mum and learn about all this stuff. But I can't say I've ever read up about breast pumps before, so I'm a little bit naive. But they've sent some nursing pads, a Pump and Save breast milk bag, and also some like cleaning microwave bags. So I'm gonna have a read and see what all of these things do, but I know that that will be an absolute lifesaver when it's like 2 in the morning and I want David to get out of bed and feed baby instead of me doing it. The other thing I got, which is absolutely huge, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, is this nappy bin. It's from Corbel or Corbel, I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but it's a nappy bin. One of my brother's friends told me that I had to get a separate nappy bin because otherwise they absolutely stink out your house. I'm talking about nappy bins and poo. Oh, how my life has changed. That is everything that I've got so far. I haven't bought loads because we only just found out that we're having a girl and I didn't want to go too crazy, and I'm trying to get the sensible bits first and then get her clothes after, because like I know I'll overbuy on clothes, so I'm trying to get the practical bits first. That is pretty much everything that's happened in the past 2 weeks. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything, but I don't think I have. Basically, we moved, I cry a lot, my boobs are growing at a phenomenal rate, and I'm basically 90 years old after 6 PM. So I guess you're caught up. Sorry that this video was so long and so chatty. I feel like these bump updates are quite long and sometimes might be a bit boring. This one was a bit complainy, wasn't it? Let's be honest. You don't have to be nice in the comments. Although if you say something bad, I probably will cry. That's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to show you the bump in a second, but before I do, if you like this video, remember to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, check me and David out on our social medias. I'm going to link everything in the box below, and I will see you next week or in the next couple of days. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but I'm sure we'll post a vlog. I love you guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye! This is what bump is looking like at the minute. I feel like it's grown a lot since the last bump update I've done. It's more chunky and more rounded and super hard, but she's growing.